There are 4 steps to stop getting triggered by the same situation. Number 1. Uncover the primary and secondary expectations. 2. Accept that what happened actually did happen. 3. Accept that this situation exists, is a possibility, and can still happen again. Be okay with that. Number 4. Finally, forgive, because you're dealing with humans. It sounds simple, and it is, but because most people have so much trauma they keep getting triggered over and over by the same things. These are the people who need to learn to come to terms with certain universal truths. These universal principles in time will help you to make peace with all aspects of life. Quote-unquote, negative emotions are a part of life. This is one such principle, one of the principles. Humans feel unpleasant and shocked about what is unexpected and surprising. If you become fully accepting of the fact that negative emotions are a part of life, now they are expected and normalized. The unavoidable can no longer affect you if you are already at peace with it. Now, diving deeper into all the previous steps I mentioned, what I want you to do is to be in silent and a peaceful space, in a silent place where you can sit down and look back at the situation that got you triggered, either in writing or mentally. Now, ask yourself, what did you want to happen? 2. What did you expect to happen? 3. What was the broken expectation? What was your broken expectation? Almost all emotional triggers are hiding some kind of an expectation. Write down or imagine exactly what you wanted to happen that did not happen. See it, feel it, hear it. That's what you've lost and can never get back. This is what you're angry about. This is what you're sad about. Next question. Can you see now that the negative emotion only came up? The negative emotion only came up because your hidden expectation did not become a reality. Usually, these expectations are buried deep within the mind or existing in the energy system as stuck energy. Even though the other person is acting silly, you can still manage the situation without getting triggered. First, you have to grab this fragment of ego, this quote-unquote trigger, this inner child, and teach it these universal principles. Or this following universal principle that, quote-unquote, hey, you are dealing with humans, and a human means infinite possibilities. Anything can come out of a human. To have expectations of behavior imposed on a human is like asking the universe to get rid of the stars or the sun. To help this part of you reach understanding, the third question would be, can you forgive someone for their inability to be no one else but themselves? After all, they're still learning as well, like you. We're all here to learn and grow. Think of it, see it now. It's quite absurd, isn't it, to hold on to an expectation about others that they may never be able to fulfill for you because they're simply not yet at that level of maturity. Or because their childhood conditioning, upbringing, and the limits of their knowledge at the time that they didn't know any better but to be disrespectful, offensive, abusive, traumatizing towards you. Forgiveness is inevitable when you realize this fact. At that moment in time, they were who they were based on the limits of their knowledge, their past, and life experiences and trauma. So it's absurd to continue to be angry at somebody who had been conditioned, programmed like a robot, literally, to act a certain way, to behave a certain way towards you in certain situations. So the anger would be absurd to hold on to keep, because you're expecting a robot that got programmed since childhood. You're expecting this robot, quote-unquote human, with a pre-programmed childhood conditioning, to act in a completely different way from what they have learned as children. Of course, people can exhibit predictable patterns and a consistent personality over time, especially if they don't suffer any major mental illnesses or life crises. But still, there will always be that element of unpredictability, and especially in the people you think you know the most. It can also happen that they change over time for the better or for the worst. And it's not your fault. Neither theirs. It's how their minds process information and experiences going through life. The antidote, therefore, to disappointment and the feeling of betrayal is therefore to expect the unexpected. Not to say focus on the negative and walk around hyper-vigilant all the time. Focus on the positive and just be open to the idea that the unexpected is an intrinsic, a core part of being a human. This idea may trigger fear or resistance because you may have rooted fear of loneliness and abandonment. That is good. Work on the fear, release it, heal it to become strong enough to stand on your own feet. And if people leave, it's expected, you're ready, and it's all good. Some people see fear of abandonment as normal. It's not. It's unhealthy. It makes you feel weak in life and dependent on others. It doesn't mean that dependence on others is bad, but unhealthy dependence is bad. Obsessive dependence. In a way that you can't work, can't live, can't breathe without a partner or without others, without sex, without family, without friends. What is healthy is being confident and strong enough to be completely by yourself and to lose people with minimal emotional disturbance. Of course, we're not talking about death here, the death of a loved one. It should affect you. If you are a healthy human being, it should affect you strongly. We're talking about maybe simple breakups or the ending of friendships. We're not talking about death here. That's a completely different story. So, if you want to learn more about fear of abandonment and how to fix it, watch my previous series on attachment styles, especially preoccupied and disorganized attachment styles, as well as Introduction to Attachment Styles. Now, let's summarize. First, you had a hidden expectation. Become aware of the fact that often you don't consciously see your unconscious and hidden expectations show up in mind. You see only the triggered emotion rushing out of you, or the action. Dig deeper, you find your hidden expectation. So dig deeper, you find your hidden expectation that triggered the emotion. Second, you realize what you've lost. The pain of not having the other person behave the way you want it. The anger towards a situation not meeting your imaginary standards. Third, realize that there's no other way out but acceptance and forgiveness. Let's check the options. Option 1, you hold on to your newly uncovered expectation or broken expectation. You want certain people to behave at a mental and behavioral level they haven't yet reached, and their minds simply do not have access to it at that moment. The result, you continue to experience the same pain, your emotion is stuck, your immune system suffers the consequences of your self-created and held on to negative emotions. Quote-unquote, I want them to act the way I want them to act versus quote-unquote, I can see their brains literally do not have access to the way I see the situation due to their trauma, their upbringing, or whatever, the limits of their knowledge. They didn't read the books I read, they didn't do the coaching or the type of healing that I did, so this is why I need to forgive them. And this is why it's absurd to hold on somebody to a specific standards that their brains are incapable of reaching, of meeting. And therefore the only option for you to feel okay is to accept them as they are, or end the relationship and exit the situation. That is the only way to finally feel happy again about this person and this situation and forgive. Your suffering is self-created. You can't be planting an orange tree today and expect a fully grown-ass tree, expect to be eating oranges the very next day. Humans can look the same, have similarities, but mentally, whether you like it or not, we are all at different levels of maturity and emotional, psychological development. From this perspective, the emotion starts from within. You make it up. You make it up. Change the way you see things and people, and you change the way you feel about them. Simple. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you would like to accelerate your healing journey, get more bigger realizations, learn about universal truths, and learn about different kinds of emotional and mindset healing techniques, check out the Peak Transformation membership down below in the description. In this membership, you will find courses about how to fix your attachment style, any kind of stubborn emotional blockers that you couldn't fix so far. You tried anything to fix it, didn't work out. Check out the Peak Transformation membership in the description below. It will help you accelerate the healing journey. Low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, any kind of emotional blockage in dating and business and personal life. Leave a comment, like the video, support on Patreon, and see you in the next one.